Hello, everybody. Welcome back to day 29 of my 30-day 10K month challenge. Y'all, we did it. We did it. We did it. We did it. We are here. We are almost done. So listen, we have tomorrow, which is day 30, and then I decided that there will be a bonus day. So day 31, yes, New Year's Eve, I will be back up here at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But shout out to all of you who have been here since day one. Like some of y'all really been jumping on every day since December 1st. And now here we are, December 29th. And so just thank you for being a good steward of your time and soaking up all this information and applying it. And then for my day 29s, I love y'all just the same. I am so elated that you chose to still join, knowing that this was only a 30-day 10K month challenge. And you said, doesn't matter. Day 29, I'm still up in there like swimwear. I know that was corny. I'm not messing. My husband would be like, don't say that again. So, listen, what I need you to do is drop the number 1 through 29. Whichever day you jumped in the challenge, put that number in the chat. And if you know me, you know that it does not matter when you jumped in the challenge. The only thing that matters is that you are here. And what that is saying to me, whether you jumped in on day 1, day 15, day 25, or today on day 29, that is saying to me that you're not just coming here to consume content, right? You're ready to respond to it if you have not already been responding to it. And so, y'all just go ahead and drop some fire emojis in the chat if you're ready to stop delaying and start moving with obedience. Go ahead and put your fire emojis in the chat. And day 29, and I say that because today's theme is obedience unlocks overflow. And now I know day 29, you might be saying, now, wait a minute now. Now listen, my business partner told me to get on Dr. Harris's live because she's wrapping up this 30-day 10K month challenge and she's supposed to be telling me how to get 10K a month. Now, why is she talking about obedience unlocks? Oh, now what is this? Right? And so what you're going to find out day 29 is that every day for the past 29 days, I've been giving you a theme and a reference scripture. And the reference scripture for today is James 1 and 22. And I know you still like, wait, no, I'm logging off. No, what is this? Listen, let me just wait. Let me tell you. So these scriptures, this word, this is your biblical blueprint, right? This is your business manuscript. And so these words, these scriptures, it's all strategic to help you move the needle and grow brick by brick, day by day, implementation by implementation, system by system in your business, right? So it will behoove you to take heed to these scripture references. Okay, so day 29 and everybody else, I need you to make sure you have your notepad, your iPad, your pens, and your pencils so that you can take, y'all know what I've been saying, copious notes. Okay. And I also need you to make sure that you are sharing this live with everybody that you know in every group that aligns with this message because everybody knows who's here. I am not a gatekeeper, right? So we want to make sure that as many people as possible are getting access to this information. Okay, this information is important. And this is just a teaser for the Women Who Multiply experience that is taking place in April 2026 in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Now, men, I love y'all too, but this is for women. My love language is seeing women win. So the Women Who Multiply experience is going to be a multiplication and activation experience. And I'm very intentional with saying experience. I told my team when I was putting this together, I don't want to use the word conference. I do not want to use the word workshop or summit. No, this is an experience that's going to put you in position, right, to be obedient so that you can experience the overflow, so that you will be able to multiply, so that you can be a good steward of your time, right, so that you can build without burnout. This is what this is for. So you want to make sure that you are in the room. Now, access is open for enrollment. but only to my VIP and platinum registrants of this challenge. And everybody else, you get ready because December 31st, access will be granted for you as well so that you can also register. And you want to take quick and immediate action because this is going to be a tight knit group here, right? Of women that's going to be in this room. So you want to make sure that you are one of the first to get your tickets and get in the seat. Okay. All right. So some of you are new here. So I need to let you know that I am Dr. Tiffany R. Harris, the mindset architect for limitless success. And for the past decade, and what I've been doing here for the past now 29 days is helping entrepreneurs renew their mindset, align their strategy with purpose, and execute with consistency so that their results can follow. Right. And so to learn more about me, because that's just a little tidbit, you can go to my website, which is tiffanyharris.net. All right. Okay. So I told you that our grounding scripture was James 1 and 22. And what it says is do not merely listen to the word, do what it says. Make sure you're writing that down. Okay. And so, day 29, this scripture removes the gap between knowing and doing. And so, faith is not proven by what you agree with, it's proven by what you act on. Write that down. Faith is not proven by what I agree with, it's proven by what I act on. Okay. And so, many people are informed, but they are inactive. Okay. Now, what I'm about to say, I'm not trying to step on anybody's toes, but you know if this is you, okay? But you're not going to do that anymore as you are exiting 2025 and entering into 2026, okay? And so many people are informed, but they are inactive. Many people are hearers of the word, but not doers. For example, they watch these lives. Ooh, not y'all, though. Not y'all. They watch these lives, but they're not doing anything with all this information that I've been giving out over the past 29 days. I have researched, I have studied, I have put together what I have experienced, what I've learned, and I intentionally built this challenge for you, right? And so I've done my part and I'm giving it to you. Some of you are getting it for free and you're still not doing anything with it. And listen, some of you are here as a VIP and platinum registered, and you're still not doing anything with it. So if you're not seeing the results in your business, you cannot say that you have not received the information. It's because you are only hearing the word and you are not putting in the work. And somewhere earlier on in the challenge, day 29, day 28, day 27, we talked about faith without work is dead. We talked about being a good steward of the information, a good steward of the resources, right? So I'm not going to beat you up too bad. I'm just saying, what are you doing with this content? What are you doing with what I've been giving you over the past 29 days? Even if you just got here yesterday, what did you do with the information I gave you on day 28? Did you complete your homework? You don't have to answer that. Just be honest with yourself. Okay. So many people are informed but inactive. They take notes. Every day I get up here, I tell you all to get your iPads, your notepads, your pens, and your pencils so that you can take what? Copious notes. Some of you have been doing it, and then that's it. You're not going back and you're not reading your notes. You're not studying your notes. You're not applying your notes, right? So James in 1 and 22 is reminding us, again, this is that biblical principle to shift that. Okay. Some of you get on this live or you get on other people's lives or you get in these rooms at the conference and you may come when you come to the Women Who Multiply experience and you may just feel inspired and then there's nothing else. Some of you have already been to conferences and summits and workshops, and in the moment, you feel inspired. You feel great. You feel like you're on top of the world. You feel like you can accomplish it all. And then when you go home, You're back to the same routine, the same pattern, the same habits, which are going to yield the same results. I said this before and I'm going to say it again. Write this in your notes. Nothing changes if nothing changes. You cannot expect results from the work that you've never put in. Okay. Some of you are getting in these rooms saying, yes, yes, speak. Yes. Oh my God. Oh, I needed to hear that. Right. So you're agreeing with the message. You're saying that was good. You're looking at your neighbor like, girl, you high-fiving them. Did you hear what she said? Did you hear what she said? Did you hear what he said? Oh my goodness, I needed that. Then why you not doing nothing with it? Huh? Listen, all right, let me get off that. Let me get off that now. But nothing changes if nothing changes. Information without obedience produces frustration, not fruit. Write that down. Information without obedience produces frustration, not fruit. And if it seems like I'm stepping on y'all toes a little bit harder down to the pinky toes, because listen, I only got a couple more days with y'all. Now, for those of you who are going to be going to the Women Who Multiply experience, I see you there and I can get you there. I can get you in person. But some of you, this is going to be the last stop. But just know there's more waiting for you in April 2026. Ha! Oh my goodness. If you think this shifted something for you, can you imagine how you get in the room and get in the fire in the front row? Let that electricity flow around all those women who are also ready to multiply, who are also ready to build without burnout, who are also ready to level up and multiply their income and influence. All right, day 29s. Y'all new here. Y'all don't know. This is how, let me woosah. Take a deep breath. So obedience is a business principle, right? It's not just spiritual, it's strategic. And let me talk to you a little bit about what obedience looks like. It means that you're going to start making decisions that you've been avoiding. God already told you to go forth. God already told you to sign at the dotted line. But because you don't have the system in place, because you don't have the team in place, because you're not organized, you're not trusting God and you're not moving forward with obedience. So obedience also looks like implementing what you already know. You're already an expert in the speaking industry and helping people put their messages together. You're already an expert at starting a trucking company. You're already an expert at helping authors publish their first books. Implement what you know. I've been in the mental health field for 2 decades. I can speak to you about that. I've been speaking on stages in over 40 different countries for a decade. I know what it's like to put together a message that will leave you standing up there in confidence, being rememberable, being unforgettable, being legendary. I know what it feels like and looks like to prepare for a speech. I know what it looks like to teach others the science and techniques of speaking. I know what it looks like to take your audience with you on an emotional roller coaster ride. I know what it looks like to help you build a message, to help speak in a way that you are connecting with your audience. So I implement what I know. That's why I created my flagship program, Shift Your Mindset and Speak, Speaker Academy. And which, by the way, my next masterclass starts on Monday, January 12th. And sidebar, for those of you who are registering for my masterclass, you get part of your registration as if you register as a VIP for the masterclass, you get a general admission ticket to the Women Who Multiply experience. But again, go to tiffanyharris.net, get more information. Registration is already open for the masterclass. We were talking about obedience, taking that uncomfortable step. On the other side of that discomfort is not just your breakthrough, but your client's breakthrough. On the other side of that discomfort is the multiplication, right? In your impact. I told y'all before, day 29, you're new here. You probably never heard me say this. When I first started doing lives and doing challenges, you were not going to see my face at all. It was going to be video off, camera off, and you were just going to get my voice, and that was it. That was it, and that was all. I was so uncomfortable. I said, I'm going to lean in to that discomfort. And I'm so happy I did. And y'all had no idea that while I was live and y'all was seeing my face, and look, and I had a nerve to go ahead and put slides up too during some of my challenges. You all had no idea. My palms were sweating profusely, and I had to keep whew, wiping them off on my pants, taking deep breath. Y'all had no idea. But I was obedient to the call. I was obedient to the assignment, right? I was obedient to my ideal client, okay? And when I leaned into that obedience, I had individuals signing up and registering for my master classes. And this is the fifth cohort, I think, that's happening January 12th. Okay. So obedience looks like releasing what no longer fits. So as you grow, everybody can't go. So when you're releasing things, that includes people, right? That may include team members. What no longer fits. So obedience also means following through with consistency. Okay. So overflow doesn't respond to intentions, it responds to execution. Write that down. Overflow doesn't respond to intentions, it responds to execution. I was on my call last week for When Women Empower, and somebody had asked the ladies what was their word for 2026. And I believe one of the ladies said execution, I think. But that was my word a couple of years ago as I entered into the new year. I can't remember, it was 24, 23, 24. I can't remember. But I remember though, my word was execution, right? And some of you may be saying, well, I can't afford to do this. I can't afford to do that. You are delaying your process because you're being disobedient. And I want to talk to you about what delayed obedience is going to cost you. It's going to cost you your momentum. Your momentum will be slowed down when you delay your obedience. Your confidence is going to weaken. Opportunities will pass you by. So because you are not obedient with putting in the work, you're not building the website, you're not making the follow-up calls, you're not being obedient with showing up and being present intentionally and strategically on the platforms where your ideal clients are showing up, right? The next person is going to get the offer. The next person is going to get the five-figure contract. So when obedience is delayed, your fear is going to grow louder. And it's so ironic because as you see people moving on, or you're like, Dad, I was supposed to grab hold of that opportunity. They sent me the invoice, they sent me the email. So now you're frustrated. Your frustration is going to increase. Your fear is going to grow louder. Because you're like, I was supposed to do, but you have not been obedient and putting your systems in place, your processes in place. Okay. So delayed obedience is still disobedience. Do it now. Do it when God says so. You got homework. Do it. And I was clear when I say, today I want you to, and I always say, you heard me say this, not tomorrow, not next week, today. Your delayed obedience is going to block your overflow. Write that down. My delayed obedience is going to block my overflow. And when you are obedient, your clarity is going to increase. Your resistance is going to decrease. Your confidence is going to strengthen. Your momentum accelerates. Your provision aligns because you don't have to force overflow. Obedience is going to open that door. Write that down. I don't have to force overflow. Obedience is going to open the door. Okay. All right. Day 29's, listen, it's been hot, right? It's been good, good. And you came in on a great day, a phenomenal day. Okay. All right. So listen, that's it for today, day 29. I want you to make sure you get ready to write down day 29 action step. This is your homework. Now here some of y'all missed it. Some of y'all been missing it. You haven't been obedient. You just been here listening to the live and watching the live and taking your copious notes. And here's another opportunity for you to do your homework. Okay? To be a doer and not just a hearer. Okay? So, write this down. One instruction that you've been sitting on. Write down one decision you need to make. Write down one action you know you must take. Then I want you to do it today. Remember, obedience today, not tomorrow, not January 1st, because it's a New Year resolution. No, today. Overflow responds to movement. Okay. I look forward to seeing your results. So, this is exactly why the Women Who Multiply experience exists. Day 29s, I've been saying this and shouting from the rooftops. This is not a conference. This is not a workshop. This is not a summit. This is a multiplication activation experience. This is an obedience and execution environment, day 29s. A space designed to help women move from clarity to action, execute with confidence, obey without hesitation, and multiply their results intentionally. Okay. So if this challenge has stirred you, this experience will stretch you. So VIPs and platinum challenge registrants, they're already able to go ahead and enroll. Everybody else, you stay tuned because December 31st will be your opportunity to gain access to get in the room. Right. And so, if today confirmed that obedience is your next step, I want you to put in your notes, I will obey, and put that in the comments. And y'all, tomorrow is the last day of this 30-day challenge. I know you get a bonus day too, but as far as this 30-day, that's it. So bring somebody back. I don't care if it's day 30. Let them jump in on day 30. At least they're getting something. Something is better than nothing. Y'all heard that before. And we're going to be talking about sustaining the shift. And this is where everything is going to come together. So meet me back here tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a good one.